You don't need a PhD in phonics to teach your child to read. My name is Danae Aboa. I'm a reading specialist, and welcome to our Learn to Read series. It's perfect for brand new readers and struggling readers. If you're new here, head here to check out lesson 1. And if you're all caught up on the lessons already, let's keep going. Welcome to Workout 10. I can't believe that we are here already. Give your reading coach a high 10 and say, "We made it to Workout 10, woo!" Well done. All right, so Workout 10 is actually a little bit different. This time we're not going to start with our game. Our game is going to be at the end of today's lesson, and it's going to be pretty awesome because it's kind of like a video game. So what we're going to do before we do that is we're going to talk about something called sight words. Can you look at your reading coach and say sight words? A sight word is basically a word that we are going to see so many times when we're reading that we're just going to know it by heart. It's going to be automatic, it's going to be quick, and it's going to be one that sometimes doesn't always make sense when we sound it out, like we've been doing with all these sounds that we've been learning. So today we're going to talk about two that are very, very common. You will see them in almost everything that you read. And so it's really important that we practice those so that they jump off the page at you and you don't have to put any work into actually sounding them out. You'll just know them by heart. So these words are going to be this one here. This is the word the. So anytime that you're reading, you're going to hear the cat went to the store and bought the mouse. You're going to hear the a lot. And so we're going to practice spelling this word so that we are automatic with reading it. And the other word that we're going to practice today is, it's just actually a letter. This is the letter I. Now when I is all alone and it's a capital like this, or sometimes when you're reading, it might just look like a straight line, almost like an L. But if it's all by itself in the line, you're going to know that this is the word I like to read, or I like ice cream. So anytime that you see this all by itself, just know that's a word, and that's the word I. Okay, so when you are practicing these, what I want you to do is to write the letters, and I want you to say the letters as you write them. This helps to put it into our brains so that when we're reading, we just know it. So when I'm writing the word the, we've already learned the T, and so I'm going to write T. H is a tall stick that's going to come up, bump the line and come down, and E we've learned as well. So I'm going to say T, H, E, the. And I'll practice it again. I think you've got it a couple times on your page to write. And then I want you to move on to the word I and do the same thing. So I would write it this way because this is the proper way to write I. We're going to drop down again from the top, cross at the top, cross at the bottom, I. We'll do it again, I. So those words are pretty straightforward. So what you're going to do now with your reading coach is there's a whole line of words. Now, I do not expect you to read those words, but what I want you to do is go on a word hunt for these words. So you're just going to go across the line and you're going to circle anytime that you see the or anytime you see I. Now pay attention because sometimes the will be written with a capital T if it's at the beginning of the line, and it will look like this. It's the same word, but it starts with a capital T instead of a lowercase t. So keep your eye out for those, and have a look for I's that either look like this or look like this. Remember, not just I's in any word. If they're all alone in the sentence, that will count. So give those a circle as you scan through. See how many you can find in each sentence. Go ahead. Great job. Was it hard to find those words in the sentence? I hope they just jumped right off the page at you. Okay, so it is game time now. So game time on the days that we learn new sight words is going to be a game called Gravity. Now, Gravity is going to be played on either maybe a tablet or a phone or a computer. And your reading coach is going to pull up Workout 10, and those two words are going to start falling like asteroids coming from the sky. And what I want you to do is read those words as quick as you can. And when you read it, correctly, your reading coach can tap the asteroid and it will explode. And you got to get them all before they drop to the bottom, okay? And they will go faster and faster as the game gets harder and harder. So you can choose whether you want the easy level or the hard level to start out and have a practice with those. And we'll keep adding words into that game as we go. So have a practice with these 2 words and see how quickly you can read the and I. Have so much fun with that game.